Hey besties! Thank you for joining me for this week's astro weather forecast. I'm Pix. This is for the week of Monday, June 20th through Sunday, June 26th. I release this content for my sweet baby patrons at the beginning of every week. So if you're interested in getting these horoscopes on time, check the link in the description. This week is a fairly chill one. The two big events this week are the fact that the sun enters Cancer and Cancer season begins. Happy birthday to my Cancer sons. And also Venus enters Gemini. So first I'm going to go into the general forecast, discussing the vibes of the days. And then later I will jump into some mini rising sign horoscopes for this week. So check the timestamps in the description for your rising sign if you want to just hop straight there. Let's start with the morning of Monday, June 20th. This is when Mercury in Gemini sextiles Jupiter at 6 degrees of Aries. I did discuss this a little bit at the end of last week's forecast because most of this aspect will be felt over the weekend, though it is worth mentioning again. This is solution-oriented energy with some good luck sprinkled in. So this aspect allows you or gives you opportunities to zoom out and see the big picture while also contemplating, thinking about the details and the events from the past weekend, processing that new information that we all got over the weekend. You could possibly hear some uplifting news or have some good conversations with people. It's also a great time to travel, so if you're traveling at the beginning of the week, expect it to go smoothly. And on the evening of Monday, June 20th, the moon moves into Aries, and so the energy will ramp up quite a bit for the next couple days, the beginning of the week. Venus in Taurus will trine Pluto at 28 degrees Capricorn around the same time, bringing in some sort of regenerative energy, especially around relationships or around what we do for fun, and also our creativity and the things that we create, maybe with kids too, if you have kids, or our fur babies. Pluto uses quite the microscope to zoom into minute details. It's very exact, very detailed, microscopic details. It gets really deep into a subject and dissects it. So information is power with Pluto. It's very obsessive in the way of needing to learn a thing, needing to research a thing, figure out a thing. But also, the downside is there can be some sort of power dynamic going on. But yeah, regenerative energy, investigative energy. It's a great opportunity to take any power back that you need to take back that you might have given away, especially with your creativity or in a relationship of some kind. And then the sun enters Cancer on the morning of Tuesday, June 21st, and thus Cancer season begins. So happy birthday to all my Cancer sun besties. This also marks the beginning of summer in the Northern Hemisphere. It's a time when the light of spirit, the sun, has reached its highest point in the sky and thus begins its descent. So it initiates the loss of light. It's the longest day of the year. So this Cancer season is a representation of the beginning of separation from source, when the sun starts its descent from the highest point in the sky. This is why Cancers are so moody. You see, they're in mourning for the sun. That's also why Cancers are the most nurturing and have the strongest memory. There is a romanticization, is that a word? Of being in the womb or connected with source, to be one with source. There is a memory of that, a romanticization. This is also why there's some insecurity or fear or anxiety around loss and separation. When Cancer season begins, the sun is at its highest point and begins its descent, which symbolizes the baby leaving its source, leaving the womb. And so it's all about protection and nurturing and remembrance. Cancer season can classically bring up some nostalgia or opportunities for nurturing yourself or nurturing others. Maybe spending quality time with family. Cooking is always way more lit during Cancer season. Cancers are great cooks, as well as video content like movies or shows or TikToks. The moon represents actors. It's a prominent luminary in actor charts. I mean, the moon reflects the light of the sun, the same way that an actor reflects the character that they play. So, Cancer season, homey vibes are more accessible, comfy vibes, chillin', sensitivities and emotions can be a bit stronger as well. We can be a little bit more emotional, a little bit more connected with our emotions, cry a little bit easier, which is good. We need that release. So look to the house that Cancer rules in your chart to get an idea of where to expect a light to shine or where to expect these sensitivities to get a little bit stronger. And then the next evening on Wednesday, June 22nd, Venus enters Gemini. Yay! So slow sensuality is officially out and witty banter is in. Energy will be in full buzz for this ingress, with both Mercury and Venus chatting it up in Gemini. So this transit is giving social butterfly energy. Parties, clubs, friend hangs. At its best, it's very intelligent and with harmonious communications. At its worst, heightened anxiety and scatterbrain energy. So do not forget to use your grounding tools with all of these planets in Gemini. Thank goodness Cancer season started the day before. Otherwise, that'd be a lot, wouldn't it? All those triple Geminis know. So don't forget any grounding tools or any mental health assistance tools you have in your back pocket, meditating, your movement in meditation, whatever you do to stay grounded. So conversations could be super lit. Things could get more collaborative, working with other people. Memes and just content in general should get a lot funnier. Technology could be ripping along quite nicely at this time. And so if you're considering purchasing a new gadget or traveling or needing to have a conversation with someone, the weather is looking great for that. Gemini might be looking extra good with that blessing from her. A Venus ingress is almost always a happy surprise. So look to the house that Gemini rules in your chart to get an idea of where to expect this blessing. And I'll also talk about it in those rising sign scopes in a little bit. The rest of the week is pretty chill and not very active. So we finally get a rest after those weeks and weeks of shifts. The morning of Thursday, June 23rd, the moon enters Taurus, which might assist us with that much needed grounding energy from the day before's Venus ingress. So the moon in Taurus reminds you to eat your favorite food, to listen to your favorite music, enjoy the senses, connect to your body. And then on Saturday, June 25th, the moon enters Gemini, and energy is picked back up again. So focus might return to whatever subject or event the ingress brought for you on Wednesday. Communicating, socializing, collaborating, technology, modes of travel, or transportation are all possible topics for the weekend. So don't forget to keep both feet on the ground. And that's most of the week, though Mercury in Gemini will sextile Chiron at 16 degrees Aries early Monday morning. So we'll be feeling that over the weekend, and I did want to mention it, that we might be noticing it. So there may be a conversation that comes up regarding a trigger you've experienced recently, possibly related to when the Sun in Gemini sextiled Chiron on June 6th, or when Mars conjoined Chiron on June 22nd. So check those dates in your journal or your calendars or agenda to see what came up for you around those times, and that will give you a hint as to what to expect with this little Chiron boo-boo. So checking in with your emotions, communicating, benchmarking where you're at with them, or just talking through the trigger or wound that you've been dealing with lately. Just another layer in the onion, I guess I should say. So, with the forecast covered, let's jump into sign-by-sign horoscopes. This is for when the sun enters Cancer and for when Venus enters Gemini. I'm doing it by rising sign. One day I'll have some content out for you to tell you why it's always the rising sign and not the sun sign or the moon sign. That'll be one day though. Let's jump in. Okay, Aries. A light is shining on your foundation. Lots of energy and focus around your home life, your property, your family or your chosen family, and your roots and ancestrage. So expect blessings with your friends, with your roommates, with your neighbors, siblings, or extended family this week. Blessings this week with travel or with cars, with schooling, with any communications that you have to have. Expect your mind to get a bit sweeter and maybe expect a blessing in the way that you've been thinking about something, shifting and giving you more positivity. Taurus. A light shines on your immediate environment. What does that mean? That means lots of energy around siblings, around your extended family, around friends or roommates. Also, lots of focus on errands, traveling back and forth, driving back and forth, schooling, if you're in school, or any talks or communications you have to have with anyone. Lots of talking for this week for you. Or maybe an extra connection with the divine. Maybe you get a new tarot deck and you connect with it, or you feel yourself sinking deeper into spirituality in some way. Much more awareness and attention paid to the way that you've been thinking about things also. So possible perspective shifts. At the same time, a blessing could be expected with your resources, with your money or material stuff. Maybe you land a client or you get a good deal on something that you've really wanted. It's a great time to light a candle to manifest material things or financial goals this week. So get on that. And Gemini, this week a light shines on your resources. Lots of energy around financial goals or focus on material possessions or your little things that you love. Attention and awareness may be around food, cooking, or your diet. At the same time this week, you can expect blessings with how you feel about yourself or with how others perceive you. Venus is moving into your first house, so people are going to be seeing you a lot nicer. It's a good time to change up your appearance in a way that you've been wanting to. You'll have a blessing from Venus there. Consuming any kind of enjoyable content, balancing your socialization and your self-care. This is a great week to light a candle for yourself, for any goals and objectives you've been working towards or anything you might want to manifest. Venetian energy is very accessible to you right now, so get what you want. And let's move on to Cancer. This week, a light shines on you, on your goals, on your objectives, on your body, on your appearance. Maybe you come to a realization or a decision about something after thinking about it for the past month during your 12th house season. Extra energy and focus is available to you around your goals, around your objectives, around your appearance, as well as your relationships and how others perceive you in one-on-one time. Maybe a specific relationship, for example. At the same time, there could be a part of you that you decide to protect and keep private right now. You could also experience a very happy surprise this week. This is a good time to connect deeper with your spirituality, light a candle for that, for connection, to feel connection, and to maybe take some alone time. The alone time you take this week will be a lot sweeter. So enjoy that. And Leo. This week, a light shines on rest and recuperation for you. So after such a busy Gemini season, Cancer season is a time of intentional exile, for hermiting, for enjoying time alone. So reconnect with yourself, reconnect with spirit this week. This recoup is so necessary for the coming Leo season, so get your beauty rest, okay? At the same time, this week you can expect a major blessing with friends or alliances. So maybe someone you haven't seen in a while, or meeting someone that you really click with. Blessings with groups or with networks that you're involved with. Blessings with colleagues, or blessings and boosts in regards to a friend or person in power that you know. So that's what I have for this week for Leo. And let's move on to Virgo. This week, a light shines on Virgo's alliances. So lots of energy around friends, around groups, or a person in power that you're involved with. So focus on colleagues, focus on networking. But at the same time, you can expect a major blessing this week with your reputation and your career path. Being seen and rewarded for what you do, your praxis. This doesn't necessarily have to be your work. It could just be your overall life, like something happening with this ingress where you're like, sigh of relief. This is nice. This is what I wanted. But also, maybe you could meet someone who gives you a boost at work, or just feeling a boost at work in general. You're going to be exuding Venetian energy right now. So getting what you want will come a lot easier. Keep that in mind. It's a great time to light a candle to help you manifest what you want out of your work. So chase those dreams this week. You are supported by the astrology. Libra. This week, a big old spotlight shines on your work and your reputation. So lots of energy around what you are known for doing in life. And I don't necessarily mean career. It could be just what you are literally doing, your praxis, who you're taking care of, if you're taking care of a house or nurturing a person or whatever you do, okay? Work, though, might require more focus at this time, but it will not go unrewarded, as it does sometimes. So also, at the same time this week, you can expect your vitality to shift a little bit and your mental state to improve and feel a lot more positive. Maybe feeling more interested in information and researching, feeling blessings around travel, around schooling, blessings with law if you're involved in some way, or blessings with the occult or mysticism are to be expected. Scorpio, this week a light shines on your higher mind. No, not the stoned kind of higher mind. The sun in Cancer dusts off the cobwebs and pulls you out of the pit of despair, aka Gemini season, helping you feel a little bit more in the flow and a little bit more positive. It's a definite improvement for your mental state. Lots of energy or focus around traveling, possibly, or schooling if you're involved with school, or law if you're involved in a law situation, or occult and mysticism topics like astrology or yoga. Lots of energy around those topics. At the same time, a blessing could be expected with any shared resources you have. This includes a blessing with receiving money for others in exchange for doing a thing. Maybe blessings with material stuff shared with partners, or if you have a partner, a blessing in your partner's life in general happening this week. There could be a little bit of fear and anxiety around old relationship traumas coming up this week to be healed. It's a great time to light a candle with the intention to help heal a layer of these fears and anxieties that are coming up to the surface this coming week. And let's move on to Sagittarius. This week, a light shines on your money or shared resources. So some energy, a little bit, around deep fears, anxieties, or traumas, bringing them out to help them heal. But it's a beneficial time to go to therapy, productive time to read self-help books, or to do 30 days of yoga with Adrian, or however you meditate and reconnect with yourself, or any type of self-care. So it's also a good time for making money though. Or if you have a partner, a lot of focus could be shifted to their life around this time, maybe needing more support than usual. At the same time, you can expect lots of blessings with any one-on-one time that you have with friends or loved ones. So for the next month or so, beneficial time with clients or with friends or partners, or meeting someone you really like, or deepening a connection with somebody you really like, or multiple people you really like. Try lighting a candle this week for calling in relationships that are here for your highest good and see what happens. You have this energy this week. And then we move on to Capricorn. This week, a light shines on one-on-one time that you have. So lots of energy around clients, or lots of energy around friends or your BFF or partner. Focus could shift to one particular relationship for the next month. Or, like I said, just extra client work, extra one-on-one time, a little more social than it has been. At the same time, you can expect blessings around any service work that you do. You could hire or be hired by a very generous person. Expect blessings with your pets and in your daily routine in general. Your daily to-do list might be a little bit sweeter, even if it is busy. Maybe you add in something to your routine that makes your routine a bit sweeter. Maybe you're able to eat a little bit better because the produce at the market isn't so sad. You might find yourself more attracted to sugary stuff at this time with Venus moving into Gemini. So stick with all the fruits you can if possible. Eat all the watermelons. And we'll move on to Aquarius. Aquarius, this week a light will shine on your day-to-day routine. Maybe a shift happens that changes your daily routine in some way. Lots of energy around to-do lists and with any service work you might be involved with. Maybe more energy around coworkers or more energy around pets. A light could shine on your health or your vitality. At the same time, you can expect some exciting blessings this week. Blessings around what you do for fun, your hobbies, your creativity, boosts in your dating or your sex life, blessings around your fur babies, around children, or any art that you create, your creativity. Enjoying really pleasant times this week. Venus moving into Gemini really helps you enjoy the things you love. It's a great time to light a candle and manifest any things or people that you've been desiring this week. And we'll move on to Pisces. Okay, Pisces, I would have to say that these shifts are the best for Pisces risings. A light shines this week on what you do for fun. Lots of energy around your hobbies and creativity, or focus on your dating life. More energy around your children or your fur babies, or the art that you create. Gaming, kayaking, painting, playing guitar, whatever you do to enjoy life. Pleasant times, just doing what you love to do. At the same time, you can expect blessings around the foundational parts of your life. So blessings with your home, blessings with your property, or some sort of blessings or good times with family or chosen family. Blessings with your ancestors or with any roots that you've planted. Enjoying and feeling nourished with more private time. Overall, making your home life a lot sweeter and making fun more accessible for you. That's why I'm saying I think this is the best week for Pisces risings. Okay, that's what I have for this week, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Are you expecting anything to come up for Cancer season or for Venus in Gemini? Please let me know in the comments. If so, I would love to hear from you. If you want vibe support or if you just want to chat astrology with me or other really cool people, you can join the 9th House Discord server. The link to join is in the description. I am endlessly thankful for your support and for you being here. Have an amazing week, everybody. I'll see you next time.